Good evening and welcome to another edition of South Atlantic Media Services local TV news broadcast. Coming up in this week's show, Her Majesty the Queen's birthday celebrated at Plantation, two senior managers get down and dirty, Jamestown is brought to life by MV Custer Deliciosa, community digs deep for local business, and the St Matthews Lions take T20 Cricket League title. St Helena held the island's annual Queen's birthday party at Plantation House on Saturday, the 18th of April. His Excellency Governor Mark Capes hosted the party that saw a diverse spectrum of the public in attendance to mark the occasion. The Queen famously gets to celebrate her birthday twice a year in a tradition that stretches back for centuries. Her Majesty was born on April the 21st, 1926, and she turned 89 this year, her official birthday on June the 14th. Unfortunately, the weather on the day was damp, forcing the party to seek shelter under the marquee. It was a tight fit, but there were no complaints.
A very warm welcome to Plantation House on this slightly soggy afternoon. This is actually the fourth time that Tamara and I have had the privilege to host the Queen's birthday party at Plantation House. And how quickly those years have raced past. And what an extraordinary journey it's been to this point, where we now stand on the brink of air access to St Helena. And in fact, in July, just a few months from now, an aircraft will land at St Helena Airport for the equipment calibration tests. That's going to be a day for the history books, and a hugely symbolic moment for St Helena as we approach a new era of air travel, connecting this island with the rest of the world. A new era that will also bring with it new opportunities and, of course, new challenges. Because just as St Helena stands on the brink of that new era of air travel, so too it stands on the brink of a journey to growth and prosperity. Of course, we must expect some obstacles on the journey, some twists and turns, and maybe a pothole or two. But at last, St Helena has the opportunity to grow and to make its way in the world. So now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a loyal toast to Her Majesty, the Queen.
Queen. God bless
For her actual birthday in the UK, the occasion is marked by gun salutes in central London at midday, a 41 gun salute in Hyde Park, a 21 gun salute in Windsor Great Park, and a 62 gun salute at the Tower of London. The Queen herself usually celebrates her actual birthday privately. This week, two senior managers from within the Environment and Natural Resources Division rolled up their sleeves and scrubbed the island's public toilets in an effort to better understand the amount of work that goes into providing a better service. Head of the Environmental Management Division, Ben Sansom, and Environmental Risk Manager, Mike Danford, spent the whole day on Friday the 17th of April visiting every public toilet with cleaning equipment and scrubbing brushes.
This year, ENRD transferred the sanitary services from public health into ENRD, and within ENRD, because environmental risk deal with all the pollution, landfill and operations, waste management regulation, and basically looking at improving our waste management services and ability to recycle. There's a big link between actually going out and collecting waste and then dealing with waste. Now, one of the other aspects of sanitary services is that the team actually are also tasked with cleaning all the public toilets. And that actually takes up quite a lot of their time when they could actually be out there going and cleaning up people's rubbish and sorting out how we can better improve our service. So what me and Mike have done, because we've only had the service for 15 days, is because we've got a very busy ship day today, we had a lot of feedback from tourism, from elected members and from the general public about the state of the public toilets. And in order to help the guys, we said that we'd come down for the day, we'd actually go and do all the toilet cleaning duties, to understand how the service works, what issues they might have in actually delivering that service, what challenges there are, and for us to go away with a long list of things that we need to consider so that we can actually provide a good service for the general public.
We are going to be cleaning all of the key public toilets in the key tourist areas. So the museum, top of the ladder, Plantation House, Longwood Avenue and the Tomb. And then we'll hopefully get enough time to come back into Jamestown and do them all over again. Because with that volume of tourists, and the toilets aren't just for tourists, they're for island residents as well. So we want to make sure that there's a high standard of service for everybody on the island. And this gives us an opportunity, as Ben said, to fully appreciate the hard work that the guys do, what their issues are, and once we're better informed, we can make more informed decisions.
That was two senior managers from ENRD taking the opportunity to find out what difficulties are faced by the frontline staff when they rolled up their sleeves and cleaned all the public toilets on the island. MV Costa Deliciosa glided gracefully into James Bay at 9 AM on Friday the 17th of April, bringing with it 2,871 visitors. Passengers and crew disembarked in a steady stream, and many were on pre-booked tours or walking around Jamestown before 11 AM.
I think the day has been really great. The weather is brilliant, no doubt. I think it's been a good day all around for everyone, businesses, taxis and everybody. As you know, there's always never enough taxis on cruise ship days like this when the numbers are so big. But, you know, end of the day, we try and accommodate for everybody. We try and make our visitors happy, and so they can go back with good memories of the island and, you know, just enjoy the day. With numbers of people walking the streets, there's vehicles, you know, up and down. Everybody's stopping any vehicle they come across. They're stopping them for taxis, you know. But it's really nice. It's really nice to see the town so busy for a change. Yeah, and I'm sure everyone has enjoyed the day, even though it has been chaotic. But end of the day, you know, we can manage it. To be honest, we have had taxis gone out on second trips. We're always looking for more. I mean, now we're still looking for an hour tour or so. So we're always constantly on the street now, looking out for whatever taxis we can see coming through, and try grab them up and see if they'd be able to do another trip to make our visitors happy at the end of the day.
I think, you know, tourism, you know, we put the message out there that the more taxis we have, the better. All you need to do to become a taxi is get your insurance from Solomon's. But yeah, I mean, there's half the population on that ship, so keeping up with the demand is quite difficult. But system in place at the tourist office, taking names and numbers. So yeah, hopefully now first come first served basis we can accommodate everybody.
There's a lot of interest with people looking, and they love the bottles with the Jacob's ladder and stuff. So no, it's just great to see everybody rolling around, and it's a great atmosphere.
Very nice expression, because it's an island we know from the history, from Napoleon, but I didn't expect to be here in this island, on this island. Yeah, when we arrived here, then we made a walk around the Jamestown, and now I went up the Jacob's ladder, and it's for the beautiful view over the island, and now I'm back.
Although at times events were somewhat chaotic, visitors who spoke to SAMS commented positively about their visit, with the walk up Jacob's Ladder and historical tours around the island proving very popular. In the midst of all the chaos between serving food and drinks in the Grand Parade, Ryan Backhouse and Jason George, the owners of Amphibians Mobile Bar, were presented with a donation of £200 by the staff at the General Hospital.
Well, today, sir, we have some tuna burgers, courtesy of Chef Jason George. Wahoo! And the usual ice cold drinks. Well, it's a beautiful day, Damien. Picking up slowly here. There's a lot of people climbing the ladder and stuff, so it's awesome. Tourism is a new industry, you know, we're getting into slowly. Airport coming up. So these big visits, you know, they really help the economy.
Senior Nursing Assistant Cynthia Fowler presented Ryan and Jason with the money. They both said they were very grateful for the generosity and support they shown. The MV Costa Deliciosa departed the island at 7 AM the same day. Last weekend at St Matthew's Lions were named T20 Cricket League champions. Here now is Damien Obey with a full report from the day.
The T20 cricket finals between Levelwood All-Stars and St Matthew's Lions were played out at Francis Plain on Sunday. All-Stars started their innings brightly, with Russ Henry extending his spell of form to strike 5 fours and 3 sixes on his way to 50, and Greg Coleman 6 fours and 6 as he compiled 52 runs. Despite conceding 100 runs before the first wicket fell, Lions produced a great spell of bowling and fielding to restrict All-Stars to a total of 166 when one in excess of 200 looked likely. Russ Leo was Lions' best bowler for the second match running, finishing with figures of 1 for 26. Lions lost early wickets and were at a perilous position of 30 for 4 off 6 overs after Greg Coleman's opening spell of bowling yielded 2 wickets for a paltry 14 runs. However, Scott Crowley turned the match on its head, with an innings filled with ball striking of the highest standard. The left-hander survived a few scary moments and struck 11 fours and 7 sixes in an unbeaten innings of 108, handing St Matthew's Lions, his team, the title of 2015 T20 Cricket Champions.
Thank you, Damien. That brings us to the end of the South Atlantic Media Services local TV news broadcast. I am Liam Yan. Thank you all for watching and have a great weekend. I know I will.